Hello, Antonio from Monraga Roofing of South Carolina. This is Joel from JND SEO, and I'm sending you this video to show you 3 ways that you can beat your competition online and improve your site. So we talked on Friday morning. So, Antonio, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste mine, so I'm actually going to make this as quick as possible. If after the video you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I can answer those for you. And, if not, I do have some free stuff in here, free tips, strategies you could apply right to your site yourself, or if you have anyone you use already, you could actually show them the video, and they should be able to help you out. All right, so the 3 things we're going to talk about today are content, citations, and backlinks. So I'm going to start with content. So I'm on your homepage here. Google actually recommends having about 1,500 words of content on your homepage. And the reason they want so much is that if you have that much, they know you're basically educating people and you have a lot of useful information on there. People can learn stuff, and one of the goals of sites, they want them to offer something out for other Google members, and that would be education in this sense. Now, for this video, I'm also going to show you another company, which is Birch Roofing. They're doing actually better in the area of Florence here, and so they are one of the ones that you'd want to get ahead of, to climb the rankings and get on that front page. We can see they also have nowhere near 1,500 to 2,000 words of content, which tells us that if we build up the content on your page, or if you did that, you added a bunch, that would just be one more way you'd be ahead of them. And the goal would be to beat them in all 3 things we talk about today. So the other reason, though, you want that much content is the more content you have on your page, the more keywords or keyword phrases you can put into that. And these are what really bring in the actual visitors to your site, especially the new visitors. Or new customers, I should say, because this phrase here, Roofing Florence, South Carolina, is what new people would search if they didn't have a company they worked with and they're looking for someone. First thing they would find would be these ads at the top of the page. Second thing is this map section. Now they're going to find the top 3 companies showing up here based only on citations here. And that's just when you get your business name, address, and phone number all listed together into a directory site such as Yelp, Home Advisor, Yellow Pages. Those are examples of directory sites, and those would give you citations. Citations also, though, could be your social media, such as Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, if you have those. And if they are all linked, then those will also count as citations. And you also want to have the stronger ones, not just the most for quantity. Now, after that, we're going to get to our organic section. You're going to see 10 results showing up on every page of any Google search you do. And this is the organic section here. These show up in reference to Roofing Florence, South Carolina. We can rank the results accordingly. So number 1 would go to Better Business Bureau. 2 would go to Roofing Florence SC. And 3 would go to owenscorning.com, which is a directory. And then Yelp, which is another directory there. So next thing we're going to do is actually go over to your website. So I've put your web address in monragaroofing.com. And I apologize if I'm saying your last name wrong or of your company there. And so we're going to find your name here as well as some keywords in your headers. That's a good thing that you have these. This allows Google to actually find you a little bit easier. And then we're going to dive into referring domains and backlinks in our third topic here. Now, you guys, none of things really registering for you as far as showing up from your page. So your page could be really new, or it could just be that, it needs some work to be built up a little bit. Referring domain in our example would be like if you had your Facebook business page linked to this. Facebook business page would be your referring domain or website. And then backlinks or links are just links that people click, and then it sends them back to your site. So where the part on the business page where it says, your business or your web address, you put in here your web address, that would be the actual link. When someone clicks, it would send them back. But backlinks don't have to be just actual links. They can be buttons or pictures as well that could have a link attached to them. You do have 1 keyword showing up. So let's take a look at this, because this is what really brings in the visitors. So replacing a shared roof is what you're currently being found for. Now 20 people do search this keyword here every month. It's kind of a phrase I was going to say. Now you guys are in position 73. So we know that there's 10 results per page. Really, you want to be in those top 10 to get on that first page. Now being on 73, that puts you on page 8. And as you can see, you're getting zero actual visitors of the 20. So if you were ranked number 1 for this spot, you would get between 20 and 35% of the actual volume coming to your site. But we found most people don't go to page 2, 80 to 85% don't go to page 2. So being ranked back this far, of course, you're not going to really get anyone coming from that one. But let's look at Birch Roofing quickly. So we can see they have headers as well. They've got their name up here as well as a keyword. 25 referring domains, sending them 109 links to their site. So they've got about 4 links per referring domain. They've got a trust of a 22 right now. And that is the higher, this goes higher with the more sites pointing back to you. It's like these sites are vouching for you and Google will give you a higher rating. The higher this is, the more keywords you can be found for. Keywords what really bring the visitors. Now they only have 16, which isn't a ton, and that's bringing them 9 visitors to their site every month. So not big numbers. Like I said, it wouldn't be that hard to actually dominate this market and to get ahead of Birch. As long as you do serve other towns, because there's not a ton of volume in Florence, South Carolina. But if you could add some other ones, then we'd be able to build that up. So we actually have their name spelled wrong, Birch like the tree, roofing, but sometimes typos do better than other keywords. But 10 people search them like that. They're number 1, so they're going to get 4.5 visitors of the actual 10 coming to the site. Florence Roofing here, 70 people search it because there's more than one Florence in different states. And they're number 9, so at the very bottom of page 1, there's 10 per page as we talked about. And they're going to get 2.2 of the 70. So basically 2 visitors of the 70 are coming to their site with 9. Higher your ranks, the better, obviously. And then we could keep going. A lot of these have to do with their name, which means people know who they are. It's people who know them, or at least have seen their name somewhere. These are the ones you also want to have these. You want to have kind of a combination, but especially these, which is going to bring in the new customers. All right, so for you guys, adding between probably 5 and 8 keywords would bring us about 100 actual visitors to your site, getting you ranked in the top 3 there. That could bring in between 20 and 30 calls a month. Let's just call it 20 calls a month. Depending on what your closing ratios are, that could be between 2 and 4 jobs every month, in addition to what you're already doing. Because we can tell right now, organically, you're not bringing a ton of visitors. Now, unless you maybe are doing ads, or if you're getting some from the map section, that could give you some other ones from the site. So I'm not saying you're not getting any, because you could be. And now that you have the info of kind of how your site's performing, there's 3 options you can do. If you're not looking to build your business or get any more customers, you don't have to do anything with it. Number 2, if you do want to build your business, but you have someone you're already working with, you could show them the video. Maybe they can help you out. There's a lot of tips in here, like I said. Tell them what to focus on, point them in the right direction at the very least. You could even do some of this yourself with the info I've given you. And the third option, if you're looking to build your business, you don't have anybody currently doing any of this for you, or you're not happy with who you have, reach out to me. I can answer some questions for you at the very least. I will just give you guys a follow-up call just to ask what you thought of the video if you found it helpful. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it, and have a great day.